Welcome back to Crawlspace Encounters. Got ourselves another one here. Alright, so first time home buyers are purchasing this house. It's an older home, smaller, older home. It's nice. Nice area. Just a lot of these houses were built in the 60s and 70s. We're going to find out what this one's all about, so let's check her out. Thanks. Alright, well, let's get right into this one. This one's going to be a freaking mess. My God. This is an older home. These people are trying to buy this house. Forgive the spider webs. This is going to be a busy crawl space with spider webs. Doesn't look like anybody's been down here in centuries. And the world famous water heater in the crawl space sitting on the ground. That thing's not going to last too long. It's probably already starting to rust down there. So many different things you can do to keep that from happening. Got all the stored items from God knows when. Got a vent. There's a little hole there at the bottom. You can see something chewed through there. Probably a mouse. So looks to me that there hasn't been any maintenance done to this crawl space in, I don't know, 1800s. I'm just joking. This house was probably built maybe in the 60s. Small house. First time buyers are trying to buy this house. You could tell that this crawl space has not had a full vapor barrier down there for who knows how long. This is going to be an interesting one. I can tell you right now. The smell down here smells like just funky. Oh, there's some vapor barrier. This is going to be some stuff here. I'm not sure how many owners have been here, but maybe it's been one family. Who knows? But I hope some other inspectors have been down here and kind of pointed out a few things. There's some old termite mud tubes. I don't think that's active. But we'll see as we're just cruising around. Thank you guys so much for chilling with me on this one. It's been a little bit since I posted a video. About a week. Wow. I mean, the absolute smell of musk, humidity. All right, this is what I'm saying, man. So your HVAC, this is all your air. It is just resting on dirt. Oh, look at it, everything is just taped. So there is no insulation, which okay, I'm good with that. But man, you're breathing in all this in your home. If you're not gonna have insulation, you got to make sure you seal off all those holes. Keep it dry down here. With not having the insulation, I can actually see what's going on. But during times of rain, you can tell that this place takes on a little bit of water. This is, I mean, the smell. I guess you can get used to it living upstairs. But, like I said, I'm busy here just trying to get some spider webs. Got a moisture reading here of 19.5, which is borderline. That's acceptable to me. Well, 21% is not acceptable on the next rafter there. So, no, this already does not pass a inspection. But looking at this crawl space, we're probably going to get into feeling the humidity. As we get into the center of the crawl space, we're going to probably start noticing a little bit more activity. The reasons why. Look at all these cables and wires. Wow. I mean, they're probably not even using most of these cables. Probably from so many different cable companies and for so many years. I'd just get rid of all that stuff. duct lines. Look at all of these lines just resting on the soil itself. Man, that is horrible. Everything you can see is taped. That tape starts to just come apart. Man, this is like a little busy area. This is the center of the crawl space. Man, you want to get some plastic all up underneath there. Protect all that stuff, man. Keep it somewhat. I'm not saying you got to eat off the floors, but damn. We definitely got some fungus growing on these wood beams. That is not good. We're already getting a couple of strikes here. Excuse me. 22.5% moisture readings right now. Not good. You can see the mineral deposit growing on the actual soil itself. I mean, that is just all different kinds of fungi, bacteria, you name it, man. This is first time home buyers trying to purchase this house. They got to take a mortgage on this home. I feel bad. You know, I honestly believe that this homeowner right now at this moment is not going to do anything about this. This is all mildew. A lot of mildew. This Crawlspace for sure. I don't think just a vapor barrier is going to fix this problem. It's going to need an encapsulation to help remediate this fungi. Look at that. There's a mask. That's great. Look at the root on this. These roots are just coming into the crawl space. It's probably because they like that moisture. This is obviously the bottom of some bathroom. All this wood covered in mildew. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here. So you're looking at an encapsulation for a crawl space like this. Depending on which company you're talking about, between $8,000-$10,000. You can already put that in for remediating these issues. This ground has to be covered. I mean, of course, you can just band-aid this and just put a vapor barrier, but a vapor barrier will not cure the fungus. Fungus just needs a certain amount of humidity to continue to strive. 65 to 70% humidity almost, to be exact. Enough water molecules in the air to keep that going. But look at all this mildew. It's exactly what you need to get rid of, man. That's got to go away. That will become a problem. Turn into wood rot. You can see the little water droplets underneath the ductwork. I mean, it's too much humidity is pounding on this. And it's causing a lot of elevated moisture readings. It's definitely feeding all of that fungi. And, you know, you're breathing a lot of this stuff in, man. This stuff is not good. Now, I'm not a allergy doctor or anything like that. Thank God. Believe it or not, I'd much rather be doing this. But that can't be good for you. I don't know what all that stuff is over there against the foundation. Like I say, I just make a quick run in these crawl spaces. If you're first time watching this, I just get up in these crawl spaces, show people why it is important to take care of these places. Just because. You can see what I see for the first time. I didn't come in this crawl space already. This is the first time I'm in here. So I haven't set anything up. I have no idea what I'm about to crawl up to. And definitely just by me wiping down all these spider webs, you can tell nobody has been crawling through here either. So there is some plastic on this side from who knows when. But Man, there are just tons of spider webs everywhere. Now, these spiders aren't poisonous of any kind. They're cellar spiders, and they want nothing to do with me. They might be poisonous, but their fangs cannot penetrate my skin, so they want nothing to do with me. So as we're cruising around here, I'm actually cruising towards the front of the house right now. I am looking at the front wall right there. You can tell water is actually coming through that foundation. We're all right there. And here we go, little buddy. Probably chilling out down here, grabbing himself a mouse every now and then, shedding his skin. Man. I tell you what, coming out of these crawl spaces look like George Washington with a big old white wig with these spider webs on it. All that right there, all that water comes in right to the front of the house, comes right on in. That doesn't help with the fungus issues at all. At all. So you're looking at a French drain on top of that encapsulation. So you're looking at about a crawl space like this. Knowing what I know with these moisture companies, you're looking at between another 5 and 7 grand to do a French drain. So we're already up to about 13 G's. 13, 15, let's say 15 G's. Because they'd want to get a reputable company to come out here to do this work. You hire a reputable company, you're going to have to pay a price for it. Guarantees, warranties, and good paid employees. So far we're about $15,000 for any kind of remediation. Look at that. All that water just comes in. Look at this mess right here. This guy whiffed on the center. He is not resting this center beam on a pier. Look at that. Man, you swing and a miss there, Bubba. Just floating. That's why I said I was wondering if any other inspector came down here and saw that. You got to put a support, a pole jack, or whatever the heck you want to put on there. You need something there. Same as this one. Look at this guy. Just floating. This is probably a reason why the upstairs looks like Tony Hawk's skate park. Everything is just like ramp. Everything's uneven. It is an older house. These are long spans for these floor joists. No supports underneath of them. You add the moisture to it, all these wood members just start taking shape of all kinds. God. You got to preserve these older houses, man. This is a great town. Really nice town. There are a lot of flippers are buying these older homes, fixing them up, flipping them. And, that might be the case for these new homeowners, but I'm not too sure. But I do know it's the first-time home buyers. Might be their first flip, or it might be their permanent residence. I don't know. Either way, all this, what I'm showing you guys right now, is not going to be good on an inspection report, unfortunately. A little bit more water comes. This is the side of the house now. This is the side where I actually thought water was actually coming in through the most, just because the slight hills coming towards this side of the house. Look at these roots. Wow. My God. If you were to dig a French drain along the foundation here, you'd have to cut through these roots. I'm not too sure if I'd want to go underneath it. You might want to just cut those roots, keep them from growing anymore. Look at the size of that root. My God. Yeah, you got to dig a French drain all the way around. I have no idea what that is. That is some funky mushroom. Goodness. I don't know. There's the bottom of the tub. You can Till that had a leak at one time. See all that mineral deposit in the piping? Probably still leaks. Who knows? I don't know. It's not an active leak. I'll check all that out here when I come back in again. They cut that joist right in half to run that pipe. When you do that, you should probably just always sister another member next to it. The size of this thing. That comes right up underneath that foundation. Cracks it. Might lift things up upstairs. With that brick, it's a single layer brick. Could probably prevent one of the windows from opening and closing upstairs. I see a lot of that happening. You got all your copper lines, you got all your water lines. God, there has not been any kind of work down here for a long time. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these videos. Excuse me, just got stuff crap in my throat. Just look at the roots. Man, it won't take you much, man, to just throw a vapor barrier, slide it right underneath that ductwork. If you're not going to do the full encapsulation, I get it, man. I truly get it. Just people can't afford that all the time. But you can do it yourself. You can go on YouTube. You can do some research. You can find ways of, hey, why does it smell so musky up here? Why is everything always so dusty? You know, have you been in a crawl space lately? You know, no, let's get our nephew, let's get our son, let's get somebody down there to cruise around and kind of take some pictures and videos, see what's going on. But no, look at this fungus. Oh my God. I should have grabbed that mask I found over there and put it on. Anything for YouTube. Gotta get contractors down here to get some work done. I feel really bad, but you know, I'm not working for the sellers in this point. I feel bad for them because they're about to get hit with a whole bunch of stuff, but it's the buyers, man. It's, the buyers who already have their heart set on this neighborhood. The banks aren't going to want to lend anybody any money to get this house until this is fixed. Definitely going to recommend some support units up underneath that. Like I said, this is just a dry run, man. This is just a few things I'm seeing here and there. Get a foundation company to put a few supports there. That might cost a few $1,000, but I don't know what they're charging these days. I know some of these companies are pretty pricey. And, when you write a report, you have to say a contractor, a licensed contractor has to do this work. You can't have, the homeowner cannot come down here and just start trying to remediate things their way. So that's unfortunate. So they're either going to take a hit on the price on negotiations. No, it's obviously not my business, or they're going to have to get this fixed. More than likely, they're probably going to take a hit on their asking price. But it's going to have to get fixed probably before, during, or even after. Sometimes the mortgage company help. But it's going to have to get fixed. And that's how we keep these houses looking somewhat in decent shape for many, many years to come. We want these houses to last. Unless it's going to be a tear down, they're going to build something else. My favorite, electrical, just electric tape on it. Now this is a doozy right here. Check this one out. Look at this support unit. Oh my God. What? It's not even touching that little piece of brick. Hey man, if it works. That's crazy, man. That is absolutely crazy. Surprised I haven't seen any animals down here. Snake skin, but for the most part, just a ton of freaking spiders, man. God. Here's a little buddy right here. Hey guy, this guy has probably been down here for, not this one in particular, but this is like a generational spider. Probably for the last 100 years. He's one of the cousins. You get to live, buddy. You know more about this crawl space than all of us. Yeah. He likes it nice and damp down there. There's our water heater again. Thank you guys so much. This channel is growing. I love it. Oh, a little critter kind of was scratching through that duck line right there. You guys are awesome. I like your comments. There's nothing wrong with having a crawl space, man. Just got to take care of it. I have so many videos out there to talk about this, but just so important. So important to take care of it, especially because eventually you're going to need to sell it. But anyway, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you. Your comments, you teach me some things sometimes, things I don't see. I wish the best for these people. But I gotta write things the way I see them. Unfortunately, that's just the way the business is. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be down here too much longer. I'm gonna suit up, put my camera away, come back down here, and do a little bit more work, and I'm just gonna get out of here. Put some of the stuff back I had to pull out before I got in. But water heaters and crawl spaces, no, not for me. Just find another place. God bless you folks. Take care.